Hello and welcome to day one of our WildLife Bible Plan study and devotional. Today's title is Start Really Living. So I'm going to go ahead and read the devotional from WildLife, and at the bottom there will be a link to today's video. So let's get started. In John 10:10, Jesus made life sound pretty simple. There's an enemy who steals, kills, and destroys. And then there's Jesus who came to give us life and life to the full. When's the last time you were like, man, I am just living to the full right now? More likely you've said life is full, but you meant it a little differently. Maybe you're stressed, unsure of where your career is going, addicted, or feeling distant from God and the people you love. What's the difference between the life Jesus said he came to give and the life so many of us live? That's a good question. So we gathered a bunch of guys like you to figure out how to start really living. I'm Jason, one of those guys, and I'm addicted to what we'll call the performance treadmill. As a kid, I watched a well-meaning doctor use a chart to show my mom I was morbidly obese. I had a big vocabulary for a kid. To me, those words meant not only did I not measure up to the norm, but I was also sick and twisted. Ouch. These are the kinds of moments that can easily begin to steal, kill, and destroy. For the next couple of decades, I spent too much energy trying to convince God and everyone else that I measured up. Just Jason wasn't enough. I decided I had to be the best at everything else. You relate? Trying to compensate by being the best ever at college, marriage, parenting, career, or whatever, kind of like trying to fill a valley with dollar store squirt gun. It's not really living. So how do we start really living? Though we walk through the valley of the shadow of death, though pain opens up holes in our lives, God is with us. In our weakness, he is strong. God's presence can fill and heal our valley so we don't have to. So let me ask you a question. Have you personally fell into the performance treadmill? Have you found yourself with a adversarial moment or setback or ridicule, whether you were overweight, whether you were skinny, whether you felt as if you were smart enough or holding up to the grades, or how people looked at you or how they judged you? Did that cause you to get on the performance treadmill? Personally, I was one of those skinny kids, and one of the fellows talk about that in the video that you watched today in the link below. I was skinny. I was skinnier than most of my other peers. Actually, I think I might have weighed maybe 135 pounds, soaking wet when I graduated high school. Now, I don't know if that's necessarily where my determination or treadmill came from, but throughout my life, I strived to do my best, almost too much striving to do my best. You wonder if there's such a thing. Well, I sought after perfectionism. I was very competitive. I wanted to be my best at work. I wanted to climb the corporate ladder, be number one. I was very competitive in what I set my mind to, whether it was sports, whether it was sports like karate, college, everything. I set out to do my best. What I didn't realize is through my striving and through this treadmill that I didn't have balance. I didn't have that time of rest, and I didn't pour into things and people that I should have, that were most important to me, those that I love. Conversely, what ended up occurring is it cost me some of my relationships. It took a toll on my marriage, to where I strived and worked so much and climbed the corporate ladder, being the best at everything, that I didn't take care of those loved ones that deserved my best as well. And I did not create the margin that was necessary. Some people say that if you're doing church work, if you're serving at church, if you're involved in ministries, if you're teaching and leading, then you're doing God's work. However, God never intended for us to work so much at church that we sacrifice our own relationship with Him and our vital relationships with others. So through those experiences, I've learned, it's good to do your best, but to let God take care of the rest. And that includes resting yourself, and includes investing time and attention, engaging with those that you love, whether it's your spouse, your children, your best friends, your immediate family. They need your best as well, but nobody can have your best if you don't rest. God rested on the seventh day, and Jesus even slept during a storm. So it is good to rest. It is good to create margin and to have balance. I wrote an article too on perfectionism versus excellence. I'll have that at the link below, which I elaborate more on perfectionism, what it is, or that treadmill of accomplishing everything and being the best at everything, versus excellence. I do believe God wants our best. I do believe God, and it's proven biblically, that we should strive for excellence, but not perfectionism. To be excellent, you've got to take care of your physical, your mental, and your spiritual well-being as well. That's being your best. There's only so many hours and moments in the day, and you've got to balance those effectively while taking care of yourself and those that you love. So that's today's devotional. Check back for day 2 as I'll read through the devotional. I'll share the video or link to the video, and we'll discuss it more. However, I want to hear from you. What are your thoughts on this devotional? What are your thoughts on what I read and what I shared, whether it's in the video or the context of the devotional in writing or what I shared personally? I'd love to hear from you. Put it in comments, and please don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you liked any of the content, make sure you smash the like button and that you share it with others, and make it a great day, because you truly have a choice in making it a great day.